cushion header. But Gerrard! Beauty! What a head, son! What a head! So Liverpool have got possession.
As indicated, there will be a minimum of 4 minutes.
4 added minutes. And Gerrard! Stunning!
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Yo. What is going on, everybody? It has been a few hours since the epic victory over Manchester United, where Liverpool won 3-0 in their clash at Anfield. Oh my God. Now, it was an amazing first half, and in my opinion, if you've checked out my short preview video for the Manchester United, who am I talking about? Manchester City. I apologise, City fans, for calling you United. Must be a history thing, I guess. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Manchester City 3-0 up in the first half. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was like, oh my God. But as I mentioned in my preview video, go and check it out. Go and look at the preview video that I uploaded and check it out. The aspects that I highlighted: Kompany, Otamendi, the problem at left back. This video is going to be quite a lengthy video because I've got so much to talk about and so much to go through and points to make and things to comment on. You get the gist of what I'm saying. But there was so much points from my preview that I brought up prior to the game that it just, in my opinion, I wasn't far wrong, and I don't even think I was wrong because of the result. I said Van Dijk will be buffing the ball back every time it's cleared. He's going to bring it down. Even Lovren started chesting it down, taking liberties, chesting it down, and then playing it away to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's supposed to be like, running scared of Sane. And I actually thought that in my preview. I said that was going to be a battle. I said Sane concerns me. Sane didn't have a bad game. He just didn't score. He just didn't get an assist. He wasn't playing bad. I hate people when they say, oh, you know what? I've been listening to TalkSport and different pundits and stuff like that, and everyone's been saying, oh, Sane didn't have a good game. He had a bad. He didn't have a bad game. He just didn't get an assist or score a goal. He wasn't playing bad. Trent just it's like Salah. It's like saying Salah had a bad game against Young. He didn't have a bad game. He was playing well. He is still playing well. He's been playing well the whole damn season. But on that occasion, he didn't play bad. It just didn't happen for him. It just didn't, And that is all it was with Sane. I thought he was playing very, excuse my language, fucking good. Every time the ball went out to him, I was like, oh my god. What's going to happen this time? So, and if he was playing badly, they wouldn't have kept giving him the ball. So I don't want to be hearing about how he was playing badly, because he really wasn't. It's just Trent just, thought, look, listen, dude, everyone is hyping you up today, and I'm just gonna defend. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna prove to everybody that I ain't no. It must have got on Trent's back that everybody's kind of like, he can't deal with an in-flight ball. The ball, it was his fault. He just thought, you know what, fuck that. I'm making a point in this game right about now, and he made a big point. Klein must have been on the bench thinking, oh my god, like, how am I gonna get back into the team, kind of thing, because I think he's really fit. He's younger. He's arguably attacked as good as Klein. The only thing I say is maybe physically, he's not as he may get bullied or pushed off the ball. But then saying that, you very rarely come across a physical winger. Who is a physical winger? Alright, maybe Shaqiri, physical winger, quite physical, most wingers are genuinely quite, slim, athletic, quick, pacey, and he's got that build to cope. it was more of his defensive, the defensive mind. Was his mind too young to deal with that the prestige of that game? That's what I thought. Not that he couldn't tackle well, not that he couldn't didn't have enough fitness, not that he couldn't just anticipate anything or deal with Sane one way. It was just was he going to get caught? Was his mental position, was he experienced enough to know where he should be when certain balls are passed, and in terms of keeping the back line straight with Van Dijk as well as Lovren and Robertson when it comes to offsides? That was my fear of it, because in the first game at Anfield you saw you kind of got caught in that two-mind thing. Actually, tell a lie, that was Gomez. That wasn't even maybe, well, yeah, Gomez in that sense is probably the one which is a bit more, has a little bit more problem with airborne passes. But Trent, it was the one against Rashford where he really kind of comes under the fire. You can argue it wasn't really his mistake, and he kind of got blamed for it because he's, a young guy, and people just go, oh, he's young, he's inexperienced. If he was older or if he had more experience, then, that wouldn't have happened. So I think a lot of people get on his back because he's young, actually, and which isn't really good because you want to develop him and give him confidence. But man, he's taken confidence from that game, I tell you. So yeah, as you can see, my lovely screen is on your screen. So we are going to move through a few other points. Klopp substitutions, shots on target, the Anfield crowd. Was it the 12th man? Were they the 12th man? Was Klopp the 12th man? Was Klopp the 12th man yesterday evening? Trent Alexander, possible man of the match performance. Who else comes close? It can't be anybody from City, unfortunately, because nobody even, didn't even show up. Sorry, City fans. Feel free to comment, leave your opinions. I'll try and reply to as many as I can. Obviously, the page is still brand new, so I'm waiting for it to really take hold. I'll keep going and going because I enjoy doing this. And it's kind of I've been meaning to start it a long time ago, but I just hadn't had the time, and now I've got a bit of time. I can really kind of get it moving a bit. So yeah, if you share and like and whatever, I'll be happy. I will be grateful. Are City fans holding hope with? Are you guys just holding? Because you had the Etihad victory, there was a 5-0, the 5-0 one. Are you looking at that now and thinking, oh yeah, we can beat them at the Etihad? Are you holding that last bit of hope because you done it then when Liverpool kind of switched off, at 2-0 in the first half, and I wouldn't hold hope, not at all. But yeah, I don't know if you are. You comment. Feel free to comment. I'll read them. Why are you holding hope? The return game at the Etihad, what is that? Is that going to be crazy? Is it going to be a calm one? Is Klopp just going to, just shut it down? Are you going to score at home? Do you think you're going to score at home? I bet most City fans, I think predominantly everybody thought that City were going to score today, including myself. I did think so, but I was hoping for more like I would have loved like a 5-0. That would have been sweet revenge. And I thought the game prior at Anfield in the league that was actually going to happen. I thought, oh, it's retribution at its finest, and I would have gladly just taken a 4-0, and it should have been 4-0. And this is why we say we was kind to. This is why we say we was kind. It was kind. We gave you those 2-3 goals. You didn't deserve them. I don't think you deserved them. I think we just slacked off. We thought it was one. But yeah, but what's the game at Etihad gonna have? I mean, I can see Klopp go in for a goal. I think he'll want to score. I think he just loves scoring. I just think he wants to jump around on the sideline. It's simple as that. When we score, he gets a boost from it. It's like an ego feed. It's a morale booster for him. The team is just happy, man. Mane, Firmino, and Salah. Every time I see these guys, they're just smiling. And Ox is now joining the frame. Like, we've got the awesome foursome back, man. The awesome foursome are back. You know, it was Coutinho. He's been substituted for the Ox now. So, you know, the awesome foursome, you know. There you go, boys. So, what else we're going to touch on this episode, or this video, rather? Are we still fragile, boys? Are we still fragile? It's interesting. What else are we going to talk about? Was the occasion too big for Sane? He is still a player developing. Did it all get to him? You know, did they not use the rest of? You know what I mean? Everybody did. You know, they were literally playing to Sane. I mean, it was almost like a trap. Like, did Klopp see this happening? Did he think, right, they're gonna play to Sane because of the weak link? And I mean, from Pep's point of view, I mean, you're just copying what Man United done, or what, you know, Crystal Palace done. You just thought, oh, yeah, let's focus on him. I mean, what kind of management skills is that, really? I mean, you should have just been looking at what works for somebody else doesn't work for another. You know, it worked for United because they have a big, aggressive fella up front in Lukaku. That's why it worked for United. It ain't going to work for City in that way, because you play totally different to United and you don't have a beast looking striker up front, not necessarily a beast. Because I think Lukaku is quite substandard. I think he's an average player in a very, very, very good, strong, solid side, but I think he's average. So I'm not surprised on his goal count. You know, saying that, he did bang in loads for Everton, so, you know, maybe he is in that higher tier now. Maybe see what he does for Belgium in the World Cup. I mean, if they get to the quarters or semis and he's you know, up there for goals, 6-7 goals or whatever it is, then yeah, maybe there's an argument for world class, I guess. But, and as for Palace and Zaha, well, that was, as I said, that was just a Karius mistake. Sorry, Karius, but it was your fault, bro. It was your fault. Yeah, that was a horrific attempt to gathering the ball rather. So, you know, was it too much of an occasion for Sane? Could he feel it in the build-up that he was going to be the one? Did he have an ego boost? Was he overconfident? You know, and he couldn't carry the mantle on his shoulders. You know, I mean, the pressure gets to you, and that's why you don't actually find that final pass or shot. The game prior, there was no pressure on Sane. The build-up wasn't even about him; it was about Kevin De Bruyne, who didn't perform in that game. It's funny, he didn't perform in that game at all, Kevin De Bruyne, and you know, and Sane did. And this one, I mean, well, Kevin De Bruyne still didn't perform, and then Sane didn't perform either. What was interesting was the Gundogan and Sterling change, but we will talk about that as well. There's a lot of things to talk about. I may be doing a second video. There is not. We can talk about some Silva aspects as well. As you know, I said that he's just not ready for the physical type of game, and again, this dude was just invisible yesterday. Like, all I saw him doing walking on the pitch was strolling around, like, and that was the guy you lot was missing. Man, I've been reading comments from the Football Banter Show, as you may know, and from the Football Terrace. These guys talking. I am in favour of the Football Banter Show. Them guys are hilarious. Big up to all of you guys. The Football Terrace, he's alright. He has kind words at times, a little biased, but I've been reading in the comment section, a couple of people talking about we missed Silva, he was away, that's why we didn't win. So what's the excuse this time, you know? Because as I said in my build-up, I said he doesn't have a place. You know, Pep started Silva because he didn't start him in the last game, and he thought to himself, maybe Silva was the reason why we didn't do anything against Liverpool in the first game, Anfield, in the league. Double guessing himself? I don't even know if it's the right word. Second guessing. So he's second guessing himself, right? Well, yeah, basically he was doubting himself. So after that game, he obviously looked back and thought, was it Silva? Did I go wrong? And this time he's played Silva, and now he's clear. No, I wasn't wrong. So if Silva doesn't play in the next game the Etihad, I wouldn't be surprised. But then, what does he do? Because Gundogan was in last time for Silva, and Sterling played, and you still got whacked. In fact, we scored more. So, alright, it's home advantage this time, but man, you got to really come at us. You can't see. At the beginning, I felt like my prediction when I said City were going to arrive and try and boss the play, control the possession, and not commit too many players forward, and take the game, just slowly get through the game. If they get their away goal, then great. But if they don't concede, that's also a bonus. Although I was also thinking, first leg at home, in my opinion, I prefer than second leg away, because your goals count as 2. And if you can attack, like if you're United, then no, it's not going to favour you. But if you're on attacking side like a Barcelona and Madrid, look at them, 3-0, was it 3-0? 3-0 up at Juventus, 3 away goals. Good night. Was it 3 away goals or 2? I can't remember. But yeah, so if you can attack, it suits you, it's in your favour. If you're not that kind of team, then you probably like the reverse, where you're at home second and away first, if you can, keep a clean sheet. It also depends on opposition as well. So Etihad game is going to be quite interesting. So now we are going to go through all the points that I've just given a quick synopsis of the match yesterday. So now we're going to go through those points that I've mentioned a few minutes ago, and so we are going to go into the tactics and in-game menu. So your screen should have the great Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, and Ox on your screen right about now. You should be seeing that, and I've highlighted these two because they were our goal scorers for Liverpool Football Club, and yeah, they was immense yesterday. Hopefully Mohamed Salah's injury isn't a big deal. I don't think it is. He was smiling on a bench, and somebody who knows they might be out in the next game or the game after that. Even if he doesn't play against Everton, I think we'll probably still win anyway. I would probably switch Sadio to the right, and then I'll probably play, not even sure. I'm actually not even sure. I was going to say Lallana, but he's injured. Maybe Ox on the left, but I think Ox would probably prefer the right, so maybe keep Sadio on the left. Maybe switch Firmino left. Yeah, so Firmino to the left, Sadio right. Firmino left, Sadio right, and then I will have Solanke on, or Ings. I reckon Solanke. I want Solanke to adopt a Firmino type style of play. I want him to play similar to how Firmino does, because I think he's got the makings, and he's younger, and he's got a bit of dribbling capability. And I think a derby, a nice derby with them, especially having a taster of last night as well, the Champions League victory. You'll be ready to go again. You'll be like still eager. So I think that front three I would go with, hopefully. But probably even just rest Salah anyway, to be honest. Don't even bother playing him, even if he is fit. But it's all about his golden boot chase, and I think that's why Klopp is, if he's going to play him, he's going to play him in the league game. But anyway, so yeah, well done to those guys. They was in Manchester and Ox. How are you feeling, Arsenal fans? So any Arsenal fans on here, listening and feeling to comment, feel free. How do you feel about him now, man? He's just banged in a banger of a goal against the league champions in quarter-final, top of the level match with huge, with huge potential. Potential is the wrong word, but with huge surroundings, like the occasion. That's it. The occasion, on a huge occasion, he's just stepped up to the plate. This was the guy that wasn't even getting into your first team regularly. He was being played at wing back. I'm not. He's just such a happy player, and he's gonna get game time as well. I mean, it will be a bit difficult for him when Naby Keita comes in, because Naby Keita is the truth. He really is, and I just hope he's just fire for us. I hope he is, and he doesn't come with this sort of attitude of I'm the man and this, that, and the other. And I you know what, I'm sitting there thinking, how would Naby be feeling right now? Because he's watching. We know he's watching, right? And the whole rumour about trying to push a move through in although he couldn't play, or could he play? No, he couldn't. He'd be Champions League tied. Although he couldn't play, the whole rumour of him coming in January as well as Van Dijk was really quite hot and happening. But how would he feel knowing that, I mean, would he get a Champions League medal if he come but had played for Red Bull Leipzig in the Champions League? But would he get a medal with us because he's part of our team? I don't think he would get a medal, would he? But he's played Champions League. Interesting. Anybody know the answer to that? Feel free to comment. I would love to hear the answer if you would get one. So, I mean, surely for that, it's like, but even the ride, like being around Anfield, the crowd, meeting the players, watching them, supporting them, he must want to be in. All right, Leipzig can do their own thing in the Europa, and I think actually it's going to be a Leipzig versus Atletico final. That's what I think. Sorry, Arsenal. I think somewhere along, unless Leipzig meet Atletico in a semi or something, I don't think Arsenal or Lazio. I think that Leipzig are a tidy side, especially with Keita in. This guy scores like at least one goal every 3 games, and we do not have a player like that. So he's going to be great for us. But yeah, the Ox has really stepped up. I'm happy with him. It's going marvelous. So this is all that I'm going to be doing for this video. Look out for part 2, where we get more in depth on the scenarios, the topics that I had previously talked about. See you in a little while.